Content warnings can be found in the description or in the chat. Enjoy the show. Hey gang, and welcome back to It's a Small World. I'm Justin. I use they them pronouns, and my last name is Galliani in case you're interested. And we're here today to keep playing this amazing game. I'm joined today with some incredible players. We're going to go around and do introductions before we jump in. Let's do them alphabetically.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? My name is Blackwell, your everyman in the TTRPG D&D verse here on the interwebs, and I'll be playing Brobrax, your bionicle barbarian.
What's up, everybody? I'm Sloan. I go by Sloan Running just about everywhere. I use he, him pronouns, and I'm super pumped about today.
Hey guys, my name is Spencer. You can find me on TikTok under SpencyDM, and I'm playing Xander, your high elf warlock.
And I'm Taylor. I'm the other half of So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master podcast. So You Want to Be a DM pretty much everywhere. You find us anywhere you find podcasts and all that stuff. I will be playing Cam / Carl, the roly-poly Echo Knight. And
Hell yeah. Sick. Let's jump right into it. And we played just last week, so this story is not only fresh in our mind, but these characters are fresh in our mind. We know exactly where we left off, but in case you, the listener / viewer, don't, let me do a little recap. Last we left off, the tiny adventurers in our small world were about to face off against Billy the Bug, a cockroach hell-bent on taking over the entire Garcia household. But before Billy the Bug could respond to his monologue being rudely interrupted, the front door swung open and two behemoth burglars broke in. With a sickening squelch from underneath one of the giant's boots, Billy the Bug was killed. And so now, our heroes have new enemies. Bigger enemies than they've ever faced before. And we pick up right in the middle of the action as BB, or Brobrex, the Bionicle Barbarian, Phil, the Field Mouse Cleric, Xander, the Lilin Warlock, and Carl, the Echo Knight, stand at the mouth of the Room of Living. Gang, I'm going to give each of you a single turn, like action economy wise, before I either ask for initiative or we just continue into the story. So I'm going to give you a moment to discuss what your plans of actions might be, and then we'll kind of just pick it up there. So feel free to run. Discuss and figure out what you guys would like to do. And then it's like, time is of the essence. These two absolutely behemoth, godlike figures are standing here. They're decked out in all dark clothing. They have ski masks over their face. One is significantly taller than the other. And the last thing you heard is the squelch of Billy the Bug's demise as that particular, the shorter of the two, said, "Oh, God, oh, what is it? Oh, shit, I stepped on some, oh, this is disgusting. This is disgusting."
I have a question.
Please.
What's the cat doing as this all goes down?
What a great question.
What is the cat and the dog doing? Like both of those two. Boom.
So the dog, Josie, or Jojo, or Joe Bean, or Josepher, is currently upstairs. So isn't in the Room of Living. Hasn't seemed to notice, we'll say. Obviously, we have to suspend our disbelief of how a dog would actually act if a door opened in their fucking house. So, but we're gonna say, because you guys like defeated Josie, she's upstairs chilling. She's like resting, sleeping, getting her hit points back. Jessica, the demon cat, Phil's mortal enemy in many ways.
Yes, indeed.
was sleeping atop the cat tower.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if she has woken up at the commotion.
Was it the cat tower or was it the couch?
Cat tower.
I think it was the cat tower.
Cat tower.
Okay.
I rolled with disadvantage because she was sleeping, but I rolled 2 19s.
Mm.
And so Jessica wakes up. She sees this. Trying to think of what my cat would do. She is going to immediately sprint past the burglars and sprint up the stairs and just run away because she doesn't fuck with people if she doesn't know them. She's like a little standoffish, so she very much is like, who the fuck is this? No, thank you. And just leaves very quickly, like lightning, a blur of white and gray fur, gone before you even notice. And the burglars say to one another, Jesus, Larry, did you see that? What was that? Was that a cat? Was that a ghost? Please don't tell me it was a ghost. Okay. Listen, Frank, you gotta chill the fuck out, buddy, all right? Listen, we're here for a job, all right? Okay? Listen, you stay down here. I'm gonna start heading upstairs, see if there's anything good in the bedrooms. All right, buddy. Yeah, sure. Sounds good. Feel free to discuss strategy plans. This discussion is kind of happening outside of time a little bit.
Can I ask one more follow-up?
Yeah, please.
Where's the Roomba?
The Roomba is currently like pretty far away from you. It's on like the other side of the living room, and it is just slowly doing its thing, listing around, just like slowly, robotically sweeping the floor.
Okay.
But it isn't a threat at this moment.
Okay. I think we need to bounce.
Yeah, so Carl has split into Carl and Cam, and at the beginning of Billy's monologue, they had both gotten shield and sword ready and were like charging at him. The door busts open, the guys walk in, and they both stop in place. Back to the kitchen.
Yep.
I think
Xander's like, lead the way, brothers, because he's gonna put the quarterstaff back on his back. He's like, we don't want this. You don't want this, brothers.
Sword and shield go away. I turn into a ball and start scooting.
Like one
for sure.
final follow-up question. Where's the bomb?
Amazing question. So the bomb was a couple levels up in the I think I keep just taking what it's normally called in real life and then switching the words and adding the word of.
Center of
entertainment. So I think it was like the
Yeah.
Tower of Entertainment. Yeah.
Center of entertainment. Yeah,
Or
yeah.
the center of entertainment.
We have the center of entertainment. We have the shag pastures and the Wayfair Mountains, which I don't think I've ever laughed so hard.
They're just sofas. Yeah.
So as I imagine you three are about to, bounce back to the kitchen, right? Brobrax is going to see you all start moving back. He's going to turn back and look at you all. Then he's going to look at the bomb. 80 feet because of dash.
Amazing. Are you trying to just go fastest point A to B, or are you trying to avoid being seen by the guys, by the burglars? Like, how strategic and like quote unquote smart are you being about the actual path that you're taking? Do you know what I mean?
Can I roll that as a intelligence?
Yeah.
Because he's raging.
Okay. Sick.
Intelligence based.
That's a 5. So this is going to be like straight beeline, not paying attention to them. There's that sense of danger, but Brobrax is like, we got to get that bomb.
And you begin sprinting across the shag pastures. As you do, the waist-high yarns of this strange burnt orange sienna sort of color carpet is sort of tickling your midsection, but it is also there's a strong potential here to get caught in it. It is what some would consider difficult terrain, And so I'm going to need some sort of check. I think it would make sense to either be a dexterity saving throw. Actually, I know it's going to be a dexterity saving throw. Give me a dexterity saving throw, Brobrex. Which I think as a barbarian you have advantage on. Because of danger sense, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, I have advantage on it, which great, because that first roll, terrible. That's better, because that first roll would have been a 14. This is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Filthy, disgusting 20. We love to see them. You're easily able to maneuver through. You're not getting caught up on it or anything, but it is like rushing through high-waisted like reeds kind of or something. But you're booking off in that direction. What is everybody else doing when you notice Brobrex leave you all to rush for the bomb? Are people continuing into the kitchen? Are we following him? Are we supporting in some way? What's the deal?
I think Phil has a moment of one of these. And then shit. He turns and he zaps from where he is to right next to Brobrex and starts running with him as quickly as he possibly can.
Amazing. You're teleporting?
Yeah.
Sick. What does your teleport look like again?
It's like accidentally imploding a little bit. It looks like he didn't intend for it to happen, and every time he's got like a worried face and he just turns into smoke and then appears somewhere else.
Hell yeah, that's sick. Okay, cool.
It's just
Brobrex,
oh shit, and then he's gone.
Bill appears right next to you. What are the others doing?
I'm gonna roll like in a U-turn, seeing that the rest of the group, like I was heading towards the thing, and I'm just like, boop, boop, and it like Tokyo drift around and start heading back towards everybody. Yeah.
I'm at Xander's just running. Oh, you know, fools! No, brother! And he's just gonna turn and just start running back towards y'all. Like, this guy's rolling. Holy, he just teleported. I have to run. You just see Xander just running away.
That's so funny.
I think the funny thing is you, as Phil like just materializes right next to Brobrex, he's not phased as Brobrex just kind of looks at him and says, "We got to get that bomb, soldier. We got to get it so that we can protect the house. Come on now, son."
Bill drops on all fours.
I'm now going to roll a d20 to see if Larry's the one who went upstairs. Frank.
Larry and Frank, yeah.
I'm going to see if Frank notices Brobrex and now potentially Phil. You want a low number, obviously, right? I'm going to say if I roll a 16 through 20, they see you. And we'll have to figure out what that means. I don't know if my camera's going to be able to pick this up. I need to get a box of Doom.
We do need to get a box of Doom.
16.
Like curiosity, because we're in something that is kind of obscuring us, especially since Phil would be smaller than Brobrex.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be a disadvantage?
Hold on.
Specifically for Phil, I can understand for me because I'm
super
bigger.
fair. I want to see what Sloan has to say or what he's cooking up really quick, and then I'm going to respond to this your motion in this court of law.
Can I? Because that wasn't an ability check. It was kind of just the nature of the world. But also,
it would have
it had to
fallen
do with
under like a passive perception in a more technical sense, but it's more exciting if I roll the dice than come up with a random number that they have for passive perception, which I don't have.
Can I portent that or dudamancy that?
Fuck yes, you can.
Fuck yeah. I rolled 2 at the beginning. I got a 16 and a 4. So I'm going to let him have the 4.
Let's go.
Fucking
Let's go.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
What does it look like? What
So,
does this scene look like for everybody watching as you change what happened in time?
Xander's just running.
As we're running, and the burglar turns and spots a bionicle and a rat running across the carpet, I guess. Bill turns and looks, and a dark shadow that looks like another mouse appears and then grows to be 4 or 5 times the size of a mouse, maybe a larger rodent-sized creature. And then it continues to grow and it creeps up the robber's feet and legs and body and then face. And you can see the shadow take it, and just the robber seems to move backwards in time. And his head turns and he never looks toward us.
Whoa. Gnarly as hell.
That's fucking rad.
Sick as hell, dude.
And
Okay.
in my head, it's when
Shadow.
it's like the horror movie shot of the like way too fast shaking. Just the.
Yeah, dude. I'm super familiar with that. Sick as hell. Poor Frank. Excuse me. Which one's downstairs? I wrote Frank.
It's Frank.
Poor,
yeah.
poor Frank is absolutely getting manhandled by the shadow of a superior rodent. Turns around, like all these like bone cracking, snapping sounds as he reverses in time, and he does not spot you guys. You guys can continue heading towards the tower.
Quick question for you, Justin.
Yeah, please.
How is like Xander in the carpet, or like did Xander see this behemoth go back and he's just like disgustingly looking at all the bones cracking as he's still trying to race past them?
You
Like,
definitely see
where
it.
am I at? Okay, so
You definitely see it. I think that Xander is like the furthest one behind a little bit.
yeah,
But you're like not that far behind Carl, and yeah, it's like the two of you, and then a little bit further ahead is Brobrex and Phil because
Got it.
of a ton of speed and also teleportation. But you guys are like beginning to get into the shag pastures.
Okay.
So unless Frank decides to investigate the living room first, you guys might be in the clear for a little bit.
okay.
And so from here, what are you guys trying to do as I come up with what Frank's going to do?
I think Phil will first reach out as they're running together, and because he's the only person he can touch Brabrax and give him just bless in case there's more checks as we move across.
Okay, sick. And you can give yourself bless in that same thing, right? So
Yeah.
at least the two of you get blessed. That's sick. I
Is
think you've
there-
cast bless.
I'm sorry,
before, but-
guidance. I'm sorry, guidance.
Oh, guidance. Amazing. Okay, easy peasy. Beautiful.
Is there a way to get to the center of entertainment without crossing the shag?
Yeah,
Carpet.
absolutely. Yeah,
Alright,
you can
cool.
go under the mountains. The mines of Moria.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm rather than go through the thing that I'm definitely gonna get tangled up in because my dex is garbage. I'm gonna go
Mhm.
around it.
Okay. Incredible. Yeah, you can absolutely go under the couches or behind the couches or something like that, aka the Wayfair Mountains. There's also a way to, you would have to go through a little bit of shag carpet, but there's also like a coffee table essentially, and it has one of those like lower levels. So you could like get onto that lower level. At least it would be like an island that you could, get a lot of safe travel, but you would still have to touch shag in order to get to it. Yeah,
Oh, you mean the
definitely,
IKEA
if you're trying to
Peninsula?
avoid,
The IKEA Peninsula. Yeah. Nailed
yeah,
it.
if you're trying to avoid the shag altogether, you have to go under the couch or behind the couch or something like that. And Xander, can I have you make either a history or religion or an arcana check? One of those intelligence-based guys.
History and Arcana are both the same, so I'm just gonna go with Arcana because it makes for flavor for my character. Oh, that's not great. That is a 13 Arcana.
13. As you notice Carl begin to roll off towards the underneath of the Wayfair Mountains, this darkened area that seems to be dusty. Something sticks in your brain. The hairs on the back of your neck stand a little bit more at attention, but you can't remember if it's a good thing, like that you'll be protected there, that there's a powerful entity that will guide you and sort of protect you under there, or if it is like a forbidden zone that you should not go to. Hard to remember which it is.
I think based on that, Xander's gonna be like, well, I don't like that feeling. Let's check that out. So, and he's gonna like, as we go into the shag pastures, I would imagine even though the Roomba went, like there's still dust, right? So he's like gonna like gather.
It
the
can't
dust
go
around
underneath
them.
the couches.
Yeah,
I'm thinking of
and
my
gather-
house so specifically when I'm building this
Okay.
world out, and like
Yeah.
I don't have a Roomba. Let's be honest, I don't have a Roomba, but my couches go very close to the ground. Like I don't think a
Okay.
room, unless it was like a paper thin Roomba. I don't think that they
MacBook
would fit
Air
under my
Roomba.
couch anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't think it would fit anyway. So
Okay.
the underneath of the couches is still quite dusty.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna like gather some of the dust around him, and he's gonna cast guidance on himself.
Hell
As he
yes.
can, yeah.
Amazing. So the two of you start heading off to this underneath area that is covered in dust and forgotten items. And in some ways, Xander, even though there's a layer of apprehension and maybe even like approaching the feeling of fear, there's also like a level of familiarity to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's something there that it's such an interesting feeling because the dichotomy of like fear with like feeling welcomed is like really
Mhm.
weird. Like two kind of opposing ideas, and somehow you're inhabiting this gray area between the two.
Yeah, I think Xander, he's that adventure seeker too, right? So I think he kind of embraces the fear, right?
Hell
Now
yes.
we're not gonna. He doesn't want to fight the big behemoths, but like but I
That's
think he
different,
embraces that. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that. Okay. Sick. Okay, back to Brobrex and Phil. What are you guys doing? You're like halfway through the shag pastures. You're beside you is the what did you call it, Sloan?
The IKEA Peninsula.
The IKEA Peninsula. Let me write that down. IKEA Peninsula.
I think I'm gonna try something. Robert, you can go first.
I think Robrex is still just like beelining to the bomb. And can I make
Okay.
another like intelligence roll just to see like, is there a better way to get to it, or would he know? Is there a more efficient way to climb up the IKEA Peninsula to get to the bomb?
Yeah, for sure. So, go ahead and make a history check.
And you
Okay.
have a D4 if you want it.
Let me throw in a D4. Just, add a little spice.
It's a little extra pinch of salt. Yeah.
A little razzle dazzle.
Yeah.
18
Little salt
plus
day.
3 is 21.
21 is amazing. Okay. Climbing the Tower of Entertainment is a hard feat to do because, I mean, we all know kind of what like most entertainment centers look like. And so it's like a shelf, there's like bars that go up and then another shelf on top of that. So you would have to like fireman pole, go to the outside and climb it up. You're leaving yourself so exposed, not only to just being seen, but to falling. There isn't like a stairs or something, right? There isn't like an elevator. There's nothing that is here to help your ascent. And so it's just straight strength climbing, which for Brobrex maybe is actually pretty great. There is an easier way to do it, which would be to first climb the mountains of Molt and use that as like a jumping off point, because they're springs and there's cushions, and so you could kind of get a little bit of momentum and trampoline your way to a higher level much faster. But there is, and it's incredibly risky because we don't know if it's like anchored or if it's like a good, sturdy, reliable source. But there is like an ivy plant that grows on the topmost shelf, and it kind of grows down, and so that's another possible climbing point. But who knows how much weight it can hold and all this different kind of stuff. So that's kind of the main ways to climb the entertainment center.
I think Brobrex, thinking of all that, weighs the options. quick, efficient, but exposed, or safe but unreliable? Let me flip a D2 real quick. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. 80 feet. Direct route.
Hell yes. So you begin heading across. You guys are heading like in one direction across the shag pastures, and you make a quick like a wide receiver route. You just bank an angle, head that way on this beautiful passing route, and you hit the kind of corner area of the 3 cushion mountains of molt, or mountains of, what did I call them? Wayfair Mountains. And so you're easily able to get up, and so you're now like on the cushions of the Wayfair Mountains. So you're on this like lower base camp, if you will, like when you're climbing Everest. It's like that base camp where you're still high up, but you're like you still have a little ways to go. This is the area of the Wayfair Mountains that is the most bouncy. But you could also continue climbing and get to the back of the couch, and that is a little bit closer. It's a little bit easier of a jump. But again, this is a question of, do you go for the easy option that's going to take a little bit longer, or do you go for the unsafe option that is definitely faster for sure?
The faster option. He's going direct route.
Hell yes.
Consequences be damned.
Hell yes.
We ball.
So I need... Amazing, dude. I love that. Phil, are you following, or are you going your own path? You're going as well. Okay, amazing. You start sprinting that direction. You're trying to begin climbing up the Wayfair Mountains until you reach to where Brabex is. And I need the two of you, if Phil's going to be doing kind of the same plan of trying to bounce onto the entertainment center. Yep. Okay, amazing. Then I'm going to need athletics or acrobatics checks, depending on what you're superior in.
I actually lied. I think I am just going to climb the entertainment center.
Okay.
The leg when I hit the bottom shelf, up and around. Because one of the 2 magical items I picked was the Cloak of the Arachnid, which I have a climbing speed of my walking speed, and I can just move across slick surfaces in any direction.
Hell yes. So you can easily, like most mice can do, you can just immediately start climbing your way up. Amazing. Okay, so you're kind of good to go. It's going to take you a little bit, but you can find like an angle so that you're not exposed. You're good to go. So then for Brobrex, I need that athletics or something to essentially start like a diving board. Like you start small and then you just keep getting higher and higher, or like a trampoline, I guess. Like any bouncing service, we know.
Oh, natural 20. I like to imagine as he's coming up on this bounce board. He's Olympian style of do. And then in the most video game aspect, it's just like, did this man just double jump in the air? Did he just defy laws of physics? He just says, tucks, rolls, and then bounces off the air once more. And it's just like,
that's fuck yeah.
Okay, Simone Biles. Like,
that is sick as hell. So some of this is happening simultaneously because I'm bouncing between you guys. So, but in this moment, Brobrex, we're just for the sake of action movie, you're like freeze frame frozen in air as you're like about to hit the level that the bomb is on. Because nat 20, you gotta honor it. And you're like in that like kind of free fall Tom Cruise sort of like running in air moment. Amazing. Back to the underneath of the couch. I need Carl.
Nothing is happening. Right
I need Carl and Xander to immediately make perception checks. And unless you have dark vision, I need it at disadvantage.
Oh, well, okay. Perception.
I got a.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mine's also a 20, but it's working on itself.
It's a California 20.
On itself.
Yeah.
A total of 20.
An artificial 20.
Yeah.
We love that. Amazing. Okay. The two of you, it's not even actually something that you see. It's something that you almost like smell. A rotten smell, a fungal stench of something down here. Smells like mold of some kind. You notice that in a corner of this underneath area, this underdark layer of the house, there is a strange darker corner, as if light is being absorbed, where it is even darker than the rest of this area. And it's giving the vibe of something sinister. But the question is really, do you have time for that? Or is this just a problem for another day? Or do you just leave it alone? It's not necessarily you're going this way and it's kind of over here. So you don't have to deal with it. But there's definitely something there. It doesn't seem that strong.
Okay.
But it does seem like if it persists, it could get stronger. But that's a question for the two of you. This is all happening like as you guys are running through, dust is like collecting onto you, the spider webs. There's like little tiny things that you have to like hop over, things that have been lost and forgotten that have fallen through the cracks of the couch, you know? There's just like a lighter nearby that you have to pass by. There's a bunch of like teeny tiny parts of toys, like just like a glass slipper that's completely alone by itself.
Oh, so
except
sad.
it's plastic, but
I
all
imagine the
these,
lost remote is down in there.
probably, honestly, there probably is. There's definitely like a battery or two.
Yeah.
So there are some interesting items under here. You guys both got, I mean, a nat 20, of course, and then a dirty 20. So like some of these items seem like they could be interesting. They could be useful for the future, but it'll slow you up. So there's like two questions going on. Do you stop to investigate and or fight and put an end to this weird entity that is absorbing light and has this fungal, moldy aroma about it that if left undisturbed, you don't know how long it'll take. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get more powerful. But that's one issue. And then there's also a bunch of interesting little items all over the place. They could be helpful in the future. Who knows? But all of those things will slow you down.
Quick question as like I'm running, based on the Arcana check that like you said, like I felt something familiar. Do I sense, and it's since based on that perception, I'm seeing like it absorb light. Am I feeling any like any traces of
No.
magic or anything? Okay.
Oh, are you feeling traces of magic? Yes, but not of magic that you use.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this thing that you're feeling over here is not your patron in any way, shape, or form. It is like a bastardized version of it. It is somebody who is using these forgotten realms, these like forgotten items and peoples, and using the refuse and dust and detritus as sustenance. Whereas your patron is more like empowering of the detritus, of the dust. Do you know what I mean? Like embracing the dust. Whereas this feeling is something that is like eating dust. Like
based on that knowledge, that changes what I'm thinking.
So, all right.
Yeah.
Carl has been spinning this whole time. And then finally we get kind of like halfway down the mines under the mountain. And he finally like stops and he's like, oh shit. Oh god. And then he looks and sees that Xander is still with him. It's like, oh, hey. Oh. What did you see what everybody else is going on? What's going on out there? Or I'm pretty sure Braybrax is heading towards the bomb, but like I need to take a second.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
And he would just say, Xander would say, yeah, brother, I think they just went straight towards the bomb, but you feel that? Do you feel that?
Yeah, it's like darker and spookier over there.
Yeah, it's dark, but it's something. It's something wrong over there, and I just think that's part of the task force. We need to protect the house. I think we should look into it. It's just something wrong, very peculiar to me about it.
All right. Well, I mean, there's 2 of them on the bomb. Let's go check it out.
Okay.
Amazing.
Yeah. And so we
Okay.
start.
Yeah, let's go do
Are
it.
you guys going in guns blazing? Are you trying to stealth up on it or anything like that? Like, what's the basic strategy of approach?
I think Alexander. I think based on what you said, like where he uses the dust to empower, and it's kind of like he uses it as a threat to his own power. That's how he views it, right? And so I think Alexander takes out his quarterstaff and he whispers something in Elvish, and you see the tip of the quarterstaff start to glow. Uh, Carl, you also like have advantage now on initiative because I have
Hell
quarterstaff
yeah.
of warning. So
Carl tucks into a ball and starts rolling towards it and splits into Cam as they're rolling, and they start weaving in and out of each other as they're rolling towards the thing.
So sick.
That is
Hell
some,
yeah.
that is some Transformer shit right there.
Hell yeah.
Dude,
Hell
that's
yeah.
sick as hell. So Xander whispers into this quarterstaff as light begins to glow. What is the light sort of? Give me like a shade of color. Like, is it? I have ideas, but I want to hear your take on it.
it's not real. It's almost like his eyes glow. He gathers the dust to the quarterstaff, and it almost like there's so much that it kind of almost emits a glow, but it's just so much dust there.
Amazing.
And like you see Alexander like look up and his eyes start glowing, and he starts just and he's like as Carl is doing all that, Alexander just starts doing like this the cool slow walk. Oh, he's twirling the quarterstaff.
Hell
Yeah.
Yes.
This scene in my head has so many lens flares, and it's fucking incredible.
yeah.
Amazing. Okay, you guys are beginning to approach this strange entity that not only absorbs light but seems to eat dust. Meanwhile, we head back to the others. Brabrex, you finish your descent as you fall, taking like a 3-point landing down onto the layer of the entertainment center that you find this strange bomb. What you see here is a small tin case. Picture like like an old school lunchbox, but a perfect example would be like an Altoids case.
Yeah.
Right? But you see that there's been some kind of retrofitting on here where there's a lock on it. Some sort of combination lock that demands numbers. There's actually, I want to say 4 numbers that need to be inputted into this lock in order to open it, unless you have another means of doing so. I know we play every week so consistently, so you probably remember every detail of what's happened in the game.
I do actually. I
We
have
have
something very
a
funny.
set of numbers, I think.
As one does. I think we did, actually.
I don't
and
remember
then
the numbers, but I do
meanwhile,
have
sorry to-
something.
Oh, amazing. And I can't wait to hear it. But also, we have Phil. Phil, you are continuing to climb up as fast as you can. And as you're scurrying up to the top, you manage to also make it to the top of this thing. Brabrex, because the direction in my brain of how you're falling towards the bomb, but Phil is coming up the backside and like coming through a different direction, I'm going to ask Phil for a perception check.
14.
14. 14 is enough because of how big the thing that you're looking at is. You see Frank head into the kitchen.
Okay.
What are you guys doing now that you're here?
Sandwich.
So I don't remember the numbers. However, I gave Brobrax something very, very funny. I gave him proficiency in thieves' tools.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
So
Hell yeah.
I imagine he comes up to this bomb. Is it armed? Is it active? What's it doing?
All you can hear as you get closer and closer to it, you begin to hear a beeping sound. But you can't actually see the bomb itself. It seems to be contained inside the actual case. So they made a bomb based on a bunch of stink bug fallen comrades. And then they have sealed it inside of a case that is strong enough to keep people from getting to it, but weak enough that it won't stop the bomb's effects.
So opening it is not a good idea.
No, open it. You need to open it in order to
Okay.
disarm it or get to it or take it or
Okay.
something like that. It's just like an extra security layer that the bad guys
Gotcha.
used.
Okay.
So this is how I'm going to rationalize this. I have a bunch of hand axes and bolts. I'm going to use those in combination with my thieves' tools to crack open this thing. And then basically, as I open it up, what's the inside contents of it? Like, is this something that I can basically jury rig to either disarm or delay the explosion, like explosive effect of it?
It's definitely possible. It is a little difficult because of it's pretty sophisticated in its actual design. But first, let's handle getting the actual lock open because it is challenging. It's a pretty intense lock. So go ahead and make that thieves' tools. Yes.
As Brobrex starts to, Phil will walk up to him. May the great land pig be on your side and grant the time in your favor. And I'll cast guidance.
Amazing. Brobrex, you feel time slow a little bit, giving you the time to sort of prepare and feel like less urgency in this moment so that you can relax and really get into this lock picking. When's the last time that Brobrex used this skill? Is it something that he uses often, or is this like a newly gained skill? Is it an old skill that you haven't used in a long time? Like, what's the vibe here? Why does Brobrex have proficiency in thieves' tools? Is kind of what I'm asking, but from a story standpoint.
Let's have a flashback moment.
Please have at it, sir.
A couple of days after being revived. Brobrex is sitting alone. He's been sitting alone for the past few days, 3-4 days. People try to come by, talk to him. Doesn't want conversation. He's grieving, going through the motions. The memories of his fallen comrades, the memories of his friend. That question still echoing in his head. Why me? With no answer. He finally gets up, goes back outside. And, toys are still out there. Kid hasn't picked them up. Family members haven't come out yet. The grass has grown at this point, though, so slightly obscuring them. He finds his friend once more. I believe, if I remember correctly, I said that his friend was a Gumpla. He finds the two, what would be beam sabers, essentially. But when he activates them, they come out as daggers. He looks at his friends and takes some components off them from his arms. Looks a bit awkward on a Bionicle, but it works. Of a Gundam RX-78, the grandfather Gundam, if I'm correct in its number. Takes those pieces, puts them onto him. And over the years, these pieces would, slowly degrade away. But the colors would still be there. Chunks of them would be there. His friend's arms would help guide him to open doors, to disable bombs, to crack open chests. His arms, his daggers, as a way to remind him that you're gone, but you're not forgotten. You're still here guiding me. As he goes down onto this bomb, wipes metaphorical sweat off his head. Okay. All right.
So I'm going to need a thieves' tools check. So D20 plus your proficiency plus dexterity.
Plus a D4.
Plus a D4 for guidance.
So D20 plus
Proficiency, dexterity
proficiency.
modifier, and then
Dexterity
a
modifier.
D4
What's
on
the
top of all of that.
Okay. Proficiency, dexterity, and a D4. Okay. Okay. 16 plus 3 again. So 16, 19, 21, 22, 23 plus 4, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Hell yes.
Who is this guy? Who is Grobrax? Like,
As I
Rob
feel
Rex
like
is his friends.
I feel like there's a moment, and I feel like Phil would see this. You would see, like, from the window, because, you know, great oak trees outside. You would see its branches just kind of sway, like just one movement. You would see this spectral energy come towards Brobrax, and you would see this almost snapshot moment, blink if you miss it, of a ghostly visage of that Gundam right there, as if guiding his hands. It's again a blink, you miss it. You turn your head, you will miss it, as it's just the Altoid case,
And the
looks
lock
somewhere.
falls away.
Hell yeah.
As somewhere in the distance, somebody looking at a fortune cookie thing goes, "They're not going to need this." And now you are inside the bomb case. As the two of you open up this Altoids case, you see a horrific sight ahead of you. As all of these dead stink bugs have been retrofitted into some strange mutated conglomeration of a larger insectoid creature here that is on like life support, if you will. It is like barely alive. It is holding on for dear life as it is in like some weird quasi state of coma, and there are things plugged into it like Bane, where there are like liquids pouring into it. There are like Frankenstein's monster style capsules in it, and you hear the strange sound of not just the beeping from the actual bomb device itself, but you also hear gears turning and the kind of like the sound of pistons operating, tubes in all these different directions, and there it is. Some sort of ancient device that this is all plugged into. Something called a Casio. Some old watch that somebody has retrofitted into the timing device, and it is set to explode I forget the exact time. You have a little bit of time. It's not like it's on the verge of explosion or anything like that, right? You have at least a couple hours. So it's not that pressing in terms of disarming it or figuring out what to do next with this device. But that is what you are seeing. This strange looking living bomb that does not look, it looks like it is in pain. This has happened against its will, probably. You imagine. I mean, obviously you don't know, but like, it is horrific what you guys are seeing. This strange stink bug bomb that is a conglomeration of many stink bugs that is like creating this weird entity, and that is what you guys are seeing in this moment. But before we can continue, we simply must move on to the others who are underneath the mountains of Wayfair, about to face an incredible foe who's about a CR4, give or take. And then as we have Carl and Cam weaving in and out, and we have Xander doing a sick ass slow walk to the fight scene. I'm going to need you to roll for initiative.
Yeah,
we have advantage.
got it.
22.
24.
24, 22. Yeah.
Okay. 422. Which is crazy. My guys got a +4 to Dex, and I rolled a 14, and I was like, ooh, 18, pretty good. And then it was like Not that good though. Okay. 24 was Carl and Cam, and then we have Alexander. Carl, you are up first. What I will say is, as you get closer and closer, again, it begins to get darker and darker the closer that you get because of the absorption of light by the creature itself. But you begin to make out as your eyes sort of, because correct me if I'm wrong, dark vision amongst?
Oh, yeah.
Dark vision? Amazing. And I know you're using stats-wise like an elf, so that's dark vision. Okay, perfect. So you guys can see, but it is... I know, I meant...
oh, yeah.
So you guys definitely have dark vision. You can definitely see, no problems there. But you can tell that it's like very dark there. Now, the interesting thing is, rules is written, dark vision is like shades of gray. Boring, I hate that. So you guys are here. You begin to see, as your eyes start to adjust a little bit, you begin to see what almost, you think you're like hallucinating, or like maybe it's a trick of the eye, as you begin to see what almost looks like, are they eyeballs looking at me through the darkness? Is it, what is happening here? Maybe I'm like, I was looking too bright into the lights in the living room, and now that I'm here, I'm having like a trick of the mind. It's like lime green coloration, but they're kind of clustered, but they're not all together. And as you get a little bit closer, you can see the outline of a mushroom-shaped creature. Carl, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm going all out right out the gate. We're gonna dive right in.
Amazing.
Cam and Carl both like weave out, go extra wide, and then come in from either side. Both of us popping out at just the right moment with shield and sword to attack on either side of him. Okay. So yeah, first attack for me is a natural 1.
Ooh, that will miss as you hear the creature. As you're getting closer, and that with that natural 1, you hear the slimiest and strangest of voices as you just hear this creature go,
I'm going to eat you all when you're dead. After you're dead, I will... Oh, wait, you have another attack. No.
roll your other attack.
Next one is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
All right. Third attack, another 19 to hit.
That'll also do it. Go figure.
12 and 14 is 26.
Dang, okay.
As I go low, Kim goes high, and we both do like a...
Amazing. The two of you actually completely cut your blade all the way through its body, and a part of its midsection completely gets thrown aside as the top and the bottom fall on top of each other because of how fast the middle was swiped out. And as it falls back down, you see the lime green of these like pustules on the cap of this mushroom creature. You see a similar color begin to fuse them together as he is badly hurt, but like still standing, very much so.
Action surge.
Yeah, fuck
Let's
yeah.
go.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck, I forgot. I always forget.
Let's
you guys
go.
do these
One
things.
turn them.
Xander's just walking slowly as a side. You know, like...
He's just Xander's just playing this guy's like death song, just.
All right. The lower one is a 13.
13 will miss.
Okay, so the other one's a dirty, filthy little 20. So,
Love it. Love to see it.
Did 20 that got some work done?
Yeah.
BBL 20.
Yeah.
That's another 14 damage.
14 damage. Goodness fucking gracious. Okay. Again, you slice off an entire arm of this mushroom entity as you see a tiny baby hand begin to grow from it, but it's going to take a little bit of time. As this creature that has been subsisting on the detritus found underneath this couch, hoping to be undiscovered so that it can continue to grow and create its own mycelium network of evil dastardliness, but has been discovered by two of our heroes. Alexander, that is your turn.
Yeah, Xander now, like, he's gathered, like, there's like tendrils of dust like coming as like different like arms, and like they're now twirling the quarterstaff. As his eyes glow, he's going to cast Witch Bolt.
Fuck yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Sick.
Yeah.
That is, oh yeah, that's going to be 21 to hit.
That'll hit for sure.
All right, let me roll this.
That sounded like a lot of dice.
Oh, it's 3d12.
Okay.
One turn them. One turn.
All ones, all ones.
15 points of lightning damage.
So what you're saying is my bad guy doesn't get a turn. Amazing.
Hell yeah.
Describe how your witch bolt looks and how it kills this mushroom creature that has been eating dust here underneath the mountains, the Wayfair Mountains. Damn, I'm gonna remember the names of the things I've created, I swear.
Yeah, so I think like as Xander, he's walking, and he like, Carl and Cam are doing their thing. He's like slowly, like as he's walking, he's purposely slowly walking because he's gathering all the dust around him. If you've seen Wheel of Time, you see like they're gathering the weaves. Like that's kind of like what the dust looks like. And he's twirling the quarterstaff, and then he just lets it go as the weaves take over. And it goes faster and faster, and like little lightning tendrils come around, and he releases, like he throws his hand out, and lightning just charges at it. And he just picks up the staff and then puts it back on his back.
Incredible.
Hell yeah.
This
So
lightning
fucking
bolt
sick.
connects your staff to this mushroom entity, and it disintegrates, where it doesn't have enough matter to continue to regrow, which it has already shown that it has some sort of regeneration powers if given the opportunity, but you do not give it the chance. And therefore, there's nothing to regrow because you need at least something. And here, there is only ash and dust. And you guys have successfully killed this creature that could have been a huge problem later on. Amazing. I didn't get to use his cool ability, but that's okay. I
literally
won't
been
hold it
any
against
of
you.
his abilities. I
I
feel like Justin's going to prepare something dastardly for us because we've been doing this a lot where we're just like, oh, we're going to pull up.
I forget.
And we're not
how
gonna
good
give you a
guys'
moment to
characters
respond.
are. Yeah, like I wasn't expecting
Like, it's
crack.
goofy, but
Carl to do 40 points of damage in a fucking turn. Is insane. Oh, amazing. Sick as hell. Okay, awesome. So you guys kill those things and as you begin to turn in the direction of the Tower of Entertainment and head off in that direction, having absolutely decimated the threat here. We go back. The camera is inside of the bomb case looking up at Brobrex and Phil as you guys are that one of those shots like in the movie Holes where the camera's in the hole and you guys are like looking over the camera. It's looking at you and like sweat is pouring. Artificial what did you call it before? Metaphorical sweat is pouring off Brobrex's head. You still hear the beeping noise in the background, the sounds of all of these machines, almost like an iron lung kind of thing. Like you hear like the and like these different piston style noises and machinery that is keeping this bomb viable. And so what are the two of you doing? What would you like to do?
Brobrax, what in the unholy month of May is this thing?
Just kind of see Brobrax look at it. He sees the thing basically pulsing like a heartbeat as it goes. I'm gonna do something very funky, but before I do that, because I've done a lot, is there anything that you wanted to do first, Sloan, before I go through with my very funky idea?
No, I think he's down to sit back. Is it alive? Do we need to have like a moral conversation? Because I'm down to just turn around. I'm just gonna turn around, and Phil just turns around.
Brobrax is gonna take out his sunflower cell phone, or I think that's the Sunly cell phone. That's what we called it.
it's like a sunflower seed.
Sunflower seed.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull it out and buzz. I think his name was Hilgrax. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna send a message out to him. Friend, We've located the bomb, but we also have another issue. 2 strange individuals are now inside the house. I need all eyes on these individuals. I have no idea who they are. They're not the kid. They're not the mom, dad, auntie, uncle. I have no idea who they are. They are masked up. Hold them off. I have an idea.
Roger that, Brobrex. I'll definitely get our eyes on this in the skies. We'll figure out exactly who these fucks are and what they're doing in our house. Over and out.
Closes the sunflower seed.
You feel free to make any checks if you guys want to get a little bit more information. Like for example, Phil can make like a medicine check or something like that if you wanted to get like a vibe check on maybe what's happening here. Like you had mentioned out loud to Brobrex, is he alive or is it alive or something like that? A medicine check could help you with that.
I think I'm more interested in what's left of it mentally. Can I make an insight to see if it's...
Oh, yeah. Fuck yes. I love that.
If it like feels...
Yeah. No doubt.
Like a nature check for it to see what is the components of it fully. Is this something that you can... Essentially what I want to do is I want to... It's like take this thing from the bomb. Like disengage it. Equip.
Whoa. Okay.
I want to disengage it from the bomb without it going off, and then I'm equipping it to Brobrex.
Insane.
Because as far as Brobrex minds is right now, if this thing is left into the canister, it can get lost, stolen, anything can happen. But if it's on me, who's gonna check me? Who's gonna get it off me? I wish a mother would.
Period.
Oh yes. That's sick as hell. Okay. First, Phil, your insight check, please.
18 plus 7, 25.
25. You are not feeling any consciousness from this creature. This creature, for all intents and purposes, is brain dead.
Okay.
The body is being kept alive via these tubes and machinery and stuff like that.
Okay. Brobrex, are you...
So it's like, breathing in a very... is it alive? Yes, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's like a, different question, really.
Brobrex, are you like explaining your plan?
Oh no, this is very silent. If anything, what you hear out of Brobrex's mouth, if the GM will allow this... Well, first off, GM, is this something that you'll allow to Brobrex to basically say, Thieves' Tool, whatever check you need me to make, disengage, connect. I think you would hear from Brobrex say, Great Oak Tree, take this life that was stolen and made inert, granted it new within me. As he begins to work.
Okay. And with that, we're going to head to break.
Perfect.
Fuck yes, Brobrex. Hell yes. I allow dumb shenanigans. Of course I'm going to allow cool shenanigans.
This guy just big brained us all.
Amazing.
He
Fuck
used 110%
so we'll be back
of his
right
brain
after these breaks, gang. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Justin Galliani. And for the low price of $0.00, you can take part in an incredible offer being given by So You Want to Be a DM. This podcast has a compilation of incredible episodes that offer insight into all of D&D's many topics, including other TTRPGs. You can find such amazing hits, such as
It's combat.
Combat 101,
Fighting 'cause it's combat.
Druid 101, Monsters 101,
Non-player
NPCs
character.
101.
NPC.
And if you're looking for more, So You Want to Be a DM also has a Patreon, and you can find even more content there, available for free members and members who are participating in some of the tiers available. So, check that out.
Has your dungeon master ever said no to your shenanigans during a game? Well, with Galliani and Hellstrom, they can't do that. If your DM denies your fever dream interpretation of the rules, then you're gonna want Galliani and Hellstrom in your corner. So just email us at soyouwannabeadm@gmail.com, or you can search for So You Wanna Be a Dungeon Master anywhere you find your podcasts. And remember, if you're not having fun playing D&D, something's, wrong.
I have DM dysfunction. I have DM dysfunction.
I have DM dysfunction.
A recent study published by the Bardic College of Lore claims that 69% of dungeon masters suffer from DM dysfunction, or DMD. This condition has more facets than your favorite polyhedral. Some have reported burnout, writer's block, issues with balance, or inter-party problems. At So You Want to Be a DM, it's our mission to not only fight the monster-like symptoms of DM dysfunction, but to treat the very cause of it. To do this, we implement auditory technology in the form of the podcast So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master. By listening to the tips and tricks provided by Justin and Taylor, DM dysfunction can become a thing of the past.
I've been a listener of the podcast for over 4 months now, and I don't have to worry about DM dysfunction anymore. And I just DM'd my first homebrew world, and I didn't have to worry about DM dysfunction.
With all the So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master content that I consume, I'll never have to worry about DM dysfunction ever again.
And neither will you. Check out So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master.
You can talk to your doctor today, or you can find So You Want to Be a Dungeon Master anywhere you find podcasts. Listening to too many episodes in a row can cause excessive imagination, lucid dreaming, lactose intolerance, and character death. Sorry, not death, character depth.
And remember, you don't want DMD, you want D&D.
And we're back, and the gang's all here. Last we left off, we're in the middle of a bunch of different things. We have 2 of our party members, Carl and Alexander, and also Cam, underneath the mountains of Wayfair, the Wayfair Mountains, as they are quickly approaching. There's light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak, as you are getting closer and closer. There are still some interesting items around you, so remember that. But then also, as that is happening, we also have an incredible situation where Phil and Brobrex have unveiled the bomb. But the bomb is not just a device. It is not just machinery. It is also living matter, as this strange, mutated stink bug conglomerate is here in front of us, connected to a bunch of machinery that is not only keeping it from like a biological standpoint alive, sort of in a way, but also is connecting it to this explosive device. And that is kind of where we are picking up in this moment, as Brobrex calls out to the mighty oak tree and asks for this sort of spiritual guidance to repay the favor, to in a very existential way pay it forward, right? As you are beginning the process of dismantling, you've correctly identified that the explosive and the stink bug creature thing are 2 different things. They can be disconnected. That is possible. It is incredibly challenging because there's so many tubing, there's so many things. It's a little hard to identify what is something that is just keeping the creature breathing and what is something that is an explosive wire kind of thing. So there's a lot of moving parts here, so to speak. But that is where we are picking up. I'm actually going to, before we get into your guys' incredible scene, we're going to bounce over to the Underdark here. Carl, Cam, Alexander, what are the 3 of you doing? As I'm talking to 2 players, which is crazy to think about.
I I think Cam just kind of like Carl and Cam do a little high five, and then Cam just kind of sucks into the palm of Carl.
Amazing.
And
And Carl's alone again. Yes, amazing.
Yeah. And I'll walk back over to Xander. As hey, there's some sweet moves, and I'm like I like got like goo, like mushroom goo all over me.
Xander's like, well, brother, you did all the heavy lifting. I just did the cleanup. But yeah, what should we do? Well, you see all this stuff. I don't know if this could be considered treasure, but I want to let's look around a little bit and go check the others.
Yeah, I'm sure they're fine and not dealing with any kind of moral quandaries or anything up there. So yeah, let's look around. And Justin, there is something specifically that I'm looking for. All right. Now, if your dog is anything like mine, or when I had a dog,
right,
they'll sometimes chew a dog treat, bite it in half, and kick half of it up under the couch.
Yeah.
If I find a dog, well, no, I would like to try to find a bit of dog treat.
Okay.
That I could.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
I would like it to. I don't know how I'm gonna store it because it's like I'm a roly-poly.
Right. I mean, I imagine that you have some sort of like pack with you just for this, even though you're like rolling up and like maybe logistically that doesn't make a ton of sense. But we're already suspending disbelief in that you're an Echo Knight. That's already crazy, right?
Cool.
So
Hammer
why not?
space. Got it.
Yeah,
I love it.
I'm down for it. But because you're asking for something specific, I'm gonna say make an investigation check or something of the like.
Okay.
While you're rolling that, Xander, is there anything specific, or the things that I've mentioned thus far have been a battery, a lighter, and a plastic glass slipper?
I think before he's interested in the glass slipper, but I think he wants to explore the area where like almost like the mushroom myconid creature was. Kind of just like see like if he can pick up anything from that, like see if he can like, restore it to not, you know what I mean? Since I imagine it's like it was a mushroom, it was mold. Can we clean that up so it doesn't take away his power anymore? You know, so
yeah, no doubt. Absolutely. As you go over there to this the scene of the crime, if you will. Not that what you guys did was a crime, but you know what I mean. And you're checking out the area there. Go ahead and make some kind of check. I'm going to leave it up to you to decide what makes the most sense here, because I can think of like 4 different skills. But like
he's gonna his eyes are gonna glow, and he's gonna like you're gonna see like tendrils. I think Cam will kind of like see tendrils of dust, and he's gonna cast guidance on himself, and he's gonna use his connection to his patron to like kind of suss everything out. So it's gonna use an Arcana check.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's not great. I'm gonna need this D4. I need the max on this. Oh, it was a max. Cool. So what is that? That's 14.
14. Okay, I'm gonna keep that in mind. Back to you, Carl. What did you get on this investigation check?
So
feel free to keep Cam out more often, because I'm pretty sure he can give you the help action.
That's fair, but also it's a 20.
Oh.
It's a 20, but it's it's done some stuff and it's passed. It's not super proud of it, so it's trying to be better.
I get that. and that, yes. And so you are able to absolutely find a dog treat for sure. Are you looking for like a not that I feed my dog these things, but are you looking more for like milk bone, like that kind of crumbly sort of dog treat, or are you looking for like maybe rawhide kind of thing? Which again, I don't give my dogs. I'm pretty sure rawhide is like
I would like something that preferably could be affixed to the end of a stick via a string.
Okay. Absolutely. You do end up finding the other half of a dog treat. It looks like some sort of
Like,
chicken skin jerky kind of thing.
nice.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, this dog is bougie. It is very picky about what types of treats it will
Okay.
allow. And
Beautiful.
so it
Beautiful.
is like this pretty nice. It like gives off the smell, even though it's been under here for God knows how long. It still gives off this smell of like a chicken version of a chicharron. Like it has this like fried chicken skin smell to it where it genuinely smells good. And I'm saying that from experience. This is an actual dog treat we give our dogs. And every time I open the bag, I'm like, wait, this smells good. What is happening? It's crazy. Amazing. So you grab that. Xander with a 14. Some material here. Are your intentions here, Spencer? Are you trying to have Xander like clean up the scene so that there's no possibility of growth or regrowth rather or reincarnation, if you will?
Yeah.
Or are you trying to like gather a resource? Or both.
I think it's. I would like to say both, but I think if I'm playing my character, I think he would want to eradicate it, like
Okay.
just kind of clean it up and make no potential for growth.
Amazing. Incredible. So with a 14, and you rolled, what was the skill that you rolled?
Arcana.
Arcana.
I was
You're
kind of like
checking
trying
it
to like
out.
tap into my relationship with my patron to kind of like guide me.
Yeah, absolutely. Like a metal detector.
Yeah.
You manage like a metal detector to sort of scan the area, and also now that I'm thinking like a Geiger counter kind of, you can hear the static like getting greater in certain areas, so you know which areas have the most what is the word I'm thinking? Contamination. And you're able to easily discover what needs to be done here. But it is going to be risky. This is a necrotic, poisonous thing. So you're going to have to be delicate about how you do this. So as Carl grabs the dog treat, you're good to go on that. You can add that to your inventory. How are the two of you planning on tackling this? Because like I said, it's like cleaning up nuclear waste. It's very dangerous in how you do it.
I'm gonna. Well, I was like, Carl, come here, brother, and he's gonna relay this information. Like, so I want to clean this up, make sure there's no regrowth happening. But it's as you can see, it's pretty non-healthy, if you will. So we need to be very careful as we clean up. And I guess Xander would kind of like
can't
point
be
out.
anything worse than I got down at the bar the other day.
Well, yeah, that's probably up there, brother. But let's not test the waters. No need to taste anything. No need to taste anything.
All right. If you insist.
And I think Xander just pointed out like the different areas that he saw. Like, we need to take out this area, this area, this area.
Okay. You guys begin systematically going through this, and for the sake of time, I'm gonna say
Carl
you guys
comically takes this huge treat and tucks it behind him, and it just disappears.
Incredible. And what with that dog treat put away snugly, you are able to working together and being able to point things out with your patron helping you along the way. These strange whispers that you can just barely hear on the wind. They're not even really saying words, and yet you can find meaning in them as they guide you and help you clean up this area so that a new mold, a new fungal creature will not grow here. I'm going to say in the process of that, you are able to find and harvest, if you will, a singular necrotizing spore.
Sounds rad.
I know.
Are we Last of Us? Are we Vicodin zombieing? Hell yeah.
And so you have this single spore. It's like one of the lime green pustules that was on the cap of the thing. So you have this like lime green orb,
we just saved
if
the
you will.
world, you guys.
And with this, it acts as a It's not like an explosive kind of thing, but you could throw it at somebody or even like slam it into somebody or something like that. I was this close to doing that to you guys. But when the mushroom guy does it, it's a whole cloud that hits everybody. But
Oh.
God.
I didn't get to turn. So,
Yay.
and you say you had this cool thing. And with that, we snap back to the other scene, which has kind of different vibes. What's going on, gang?
So as Phil turns around and he notices out of the window the oak tree begins to blow again, and he spins and kind of starts to put it together. Brobrax, are you sure you want to take this burden, brother?
Again, Brobrax is not really looking at Phil. He starts cutting wires. He starts cutting like different connection points.
I think I can help. So I'm going to use an action to swap one of my spells, because that's one of my cleric things. And then... Okay. So you said it was technically alive, but no like mental capacity. So that makes it a creature. When we started playing, you also described our options as of like what the races were. So I'm going to cast Polymorph on it.
Okay.
And I'm going to turn it into a toy. And in Polymorph, it says the target's gear melds into the new form. So I would like to create this neon green, tubes running through it, Gundam bomb that Brobrax can then just suit up in.
Whoa.
I love that so much.
Whoa.
That. Cut the cameras.
Can I put a little spin on it? Could I put a little spin on it if you let this happen?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's make it better. Insane.
I'll let Sloan narrate first, and then I'll hop in as well.
Phil kind of just looks at Brobrax, and then his shadow starts to grow out from under his feet as it wraps over the Altoid case. And it seems to like broil almost in shadow as it starts to roll, and then the shadow falls and dissipates away, leaving something.
As Brobrax sees this bomb, essentially, the bomb reshaped, reform. Can he pick it up?
I'd say it's the size of you, huh? It's like a full
like mech suit, like a
Yeah,
power armor,
Gundam.
like a power
Yeah.
armor type of deal.
Are you asking to pick up just the bomb specifically, or are you asking about the whole, now what is almost like a suit of armor in different, in a way?
Ooh, because this is going to get funky. D-Rage. But in this case, the hammer, he doesn't call away the hammer. The great sword finally, eventually shows up, because I think last time the great sword was just like told to go away. It kind of like pops up out of a corner like, aha, zero, along with the Gundam rifle blaster. Brobrax looks at this suit, this suit of armor, and almost like in a Fallout kind of way, pushes its chest in, turns it right where the bomb is, as it just Iron Man style, as they turn around, clink, clink, put their arms through the mecha suit. They look at Phil and say, "We got a house to protect, son. Let's get to work."
Bill
And
pulls a small
I can imagine
pair of black
like,
glasses out of
as-
his jacket.
I can imagine as the chest closes, just a little more spin on it. What's encapsulating the bomb, essentially, that core, it changes, it morphs where you see the symbol of the oak tree, and it's glowing there, kind of like Iron Man's arc reactor, but it's in a heartbeat.
Hell yeah.
And then eventually, as if you meet with Brobrax. That calm.
Fuck
You would
yeah.
think that, this very uptight, very, brash man would have a fast heartbeat. No. Very calm, rhythmic, almost soothing.
Oh my gosh, bro.
I do definitely still want it to be a functional bomb, though.
Oh, yeah.
It is. You
Hell
guys
yeah.
haven't disarmed the bomb. You've just turned it into a fucking Gundam suit of armor mech thing that Brobrax is wearing.
So before we forget, I'm still going to do my usual thieves tools of delay, like remote detonation, essentially.
Yeah, no doubt, because part of this, so you have this arc reactor in the shape of a tree on your chest, and then there is still like maybe part of like the arm, like Buzz Lightyear style, like the little like thing that comes up on a Buzz Lightyear. You have like the portion of the Casio watch is like here. So there's like a digital watch in your forearm armor gauntlets, I think they're called. I know armor. I play D&D. And so it is like, again, even if you don't delay, you probably have like 6 hours, give or take. So it's not like the most urgent thing, but you absolutely can use your thieves tools to try and like get into the teeny tiny little thing that you need a paper clip to usually do to reset the watch or whatever. That thing that's on the back of a lot of electronics.
Yes. And I think Brobrax would do this without telling Phil. He would go in and set it to manual detonation.
Amazing.
Where the only way you can detonate it is inside the suit. You have to be inside in order to set this thing off.
Amazing. Awesome. That's sick enough that I'm going to say no roll required. So you're able to do that. That is set up. You privately set up these extra parameters or not extra, but new parameters for how the bomb can be detonated. I will say this. If I'm going to just make up a home rule right now on the spot, if for some reason you take 30 or more points of fire damage in a turn, it will explode. Okay. That's now a part of things.
That's fair. I say that's fair.
Solid gamble.
Yeah.
I imagine, though, this is like an exoskeleton. Like, it's not armor it's not D&D armor because I'm a barbarian. I kind of don't need that. But it's definitely a very much Fallout kind of, you can put armor back onto this.
Yeah. That's kind of how I imagine it in my head.
Can I have Phil make a religion check?
Yes.
And for the sake of clerics, the way that I handle religion checks, 2024 does this. So maybe I can't remember what version everyone's using, but I always allow clerics to use wisdom for religion checks because of course.
Yeah.
2024 did that, which is like, where have you guys been?
I rolled a 2, and I'm using the absolute last thing I have of the day because I'm out of everything else to use my last portent because I gave you the low one. So I'm going to take the 16 plus 4. So a nice gross 20.
Hell yes. I'm going to say with that's an amazing roll, and that's actually so fucking important because polymorph only lasts for an hour. And with that religion check, you managed to alter how that spell should work, affecting time itself and expanding the duration of that spell so that this exoskeleton that Brobrax is now fused with, or not fused with, because if Brobrax chose to take it off, we would talk about that, but is wearing at least. And you've managed to extend and delay and almost freeze in time a spell that technically has a much shorter duration than what you would hope. And so there's this interesting liminal space that polymorphed exoskeleton is existing in.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because I was definitely nervous about how I was going to figure that out in 59 minutes.
Trust me, I thought about it. I was like, huh.
I was like,
I'm not
maybe
gonna
they
hit back and just
recast
be
it.
like,
Let's find out.
so an hour went by, Brobrex and explode. Like, I wasn't gonna do that. That's kind of a dick move. Anyway, so Xander, you're grabbing the glass slipper, and you have this like, this pustule, this necrotizing spore, necrospore, and Carl, you have gotten this dog treat. The two of you just leave the mines of the Wayfair Mountains just as Phil and Brobrex descend the center of entertainment, and the four of you reunite once again. What happens here is what I'm going to ask. I don't know why I phrased it that way. I hit the end of the word here in a way that made it sound like I had more to say.
Happening here?
Yeah. I was like,
what's
what is happening here? Period. What is happening here?
Question mark. There we go.
I know we have a lot to cover and discuss, clearly, but I have to sleep.
Xander
Or
said,
rest.
I'm with you, Phil. Brobrex, we'll discuss whatever that you have on later.
That looks awesome, actually. I'm concerned about the ticking, but I mean, I'm assuming everything's fine. You guys are good.
We're doing great.
All right. I've got a little bit of a plan melded in the noggin here. So we have these big dudes just showed up, right? We're real little, but what if we could recruit the bigger creatures in this house? I got this, and I pull out the dog treat from Hammer Space, and it's like way bigger than me.
Already ahead of you. And I pull out the bag of catnip I got as drugs.
Hell yeah. All right. So now we need to find some big sticks and some string. And then I shove it back into the little weird liberal space in between my scales.
Question for you, Justin. If you allow this, just think
At this point,
Yeah.
it's good. I challenge you to find something I won't allow.
It would be amazing if Spencer asked for something simple and you were like, no.
Advantage on what?
Complicated enough. No.
It's more so since we're small, we're surrounded by a lot of dust. He just said we need sticks or string. Would you allow? I'm happy to make any checks. Would you allow Alexander to use his power over dust to create hardened dust strings for us to use?
Ooh, a weaving of dust as rope is very cool. I'm gonna say, so you're a warlock. So what we're gonna say is you're gonna use your magic and your connection to your patron in order to do this. The patron of lost things. And so I'm going to need what is essentially a magic check. So we're gonna say it's gonna be a slightly lower DC because you're not necessarily adding your proficiency. So what we're gonna do is a D20 plus your charisma.
Okay.
The same that you would add if you were like trying to counterspell somebody or if you were trying to dispel magic or something like that sort of check.
21.
21, absolutely. What does it look like doing this as you like go back over to the mouth of the Underdark where all of this dust is, and you manage to create, we'll say, 2 50-foot hempen rope?
Yeah.
You get 2 of them.
Yeah, so I think like Xander, like before Carl and Bill put away the catnip and the dog treat, Xander's gonna just reach back out into the mouth of the cave, and you just see like 2 strands of dust harden, and he just pops them in front of your feet. Like, it's fixed, brothers. We got that.
Perfect. And like I take my sword and I cut like a little hole in the middle of the dog treat and run the rope through, tie it off, and then immediately giant thing back into the little slot behind my armor.
Hell yes. Amazing. And so now the question is, where are we going for this long rest? We need to rest so that we're capable and ready to take on these foes. As you do hear off in the distance in the kitchen, and for the sake of this, because you guys are little, presumably have faster metabolisms and stuff like that, an 8-hour rest isn't literally 8 hours because obviously the burglars would be gone by then, and that's no fun.
Right.
So we're gonna shorten a lot of things for the sake of storytelling. Fuck your D&D rules. We do whatever we want. And so you do hear off in the distance, you hear Frank just being like,
Oh God, something happened in this refrigerator. There's condiments everywhere. It's disgusting. Who are these people?
Nobody needs to know.
And so where are we resting? There's a lot of places on the first floor. There obviously is the Lazy Susan Saloon is probably the easiest and like most familiar, although you would have to get past Frank. A little bit dangerous. Obviously, there's also some places upstairs. I'll say that Xander, you know of a place that could not be more cushy to sleep in. Somewhere that is where the streets are lined with linen. The linen closet, where your family's from, is one option. It is up the stairs, but it's like you reach the top of the stairs and it's like, boom, the linen closet is like right there. So you wouldn't necessarily have to like, go much further than that. It is another pretty easy place to get to. Or you guys could sleep in the Underdark. A little spooky, but
We did kill the only thing down there.
Sure.
know of.
Maybe. Although I could go for a nice cushy bed. I've been doing a lot of rolling. I got this cramp in my neck.
I think Xander would be like, well, there's I don't really like talk about it a lot, but we could just go to my parents' house in the linen closet.
Oh, no way. You're from New Linden Haven?
Yeah, we're in the New Linden Haven at the top of the hill of Lent, Hill of Lent.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Awesome.
gated community. Yeah. I don't like going back home much. I don't really like my family, but it's a nice safe space for right now. If y'all want. It looks like Carl. Looks like you have a crook in. Do you even have a neck? I don't even know if you.
I
but
mean, it's
You've got a
between
crook
the
in you.
second and third plates. It gets a little stiff sometimes if I have to keep rolling up.
Right. And Xander pointed out the shoes. Like, also need to give this to my sister. So
I love
she likes
that.
it when I come back home and give her little gifts for my mission. So I just picked this up in there.
Perfect.
Amazing. So you guys begin to head in that direction. It's pretty easy to get back through. You can either just go back through the mines or you can cross over the shag pastures. You don't necessarily have the worry. Frank seems to be pretty preoccupied for the time being, but we don't know Larry's exact whereabouts upstairs. So as you guys reach the bottom of the staircase itself and begin the ascent, I would love perception checks from everybody to see if through sound alone you can hear the creaking of the floor as he's walking around investigating the second floor.
That's the 12 for me.
22.
That is a natural 20, so 24 with my perception.
What dice do you have?
It's my bard, the dice that my bard gave me for my Strahd game. It's the
Hell
King of Hearts
yeah.
dice. They're the heartless one because that's the
Oh,
colors
that's
red and black.
cool as
That's
hell.
so sick.
Because there's
That's-
this one,
I love
and they've
that.
also gifted me green paladin dice because I play a green Dragonborn Oathbreaker at the moment.
Nice.
Nice.
If they can get it to
nice.
focus.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
There we go.
That's awesome. And what did Carl get?
13, baby.
13. Incredible. So, okay. So Xander and Carl, not so much. But Phil and Brabrex, currently you can hear Larry's footsteps climb up the stairs. To the left is master bedroom. There's a walk-in closet. It doesn't have a bathroom attached or anything like that. It's, I come from meager means. There is straight ahead when you reach the top of the stairs is the full bath, shower, tub, sink, toilet, all that kind of stuff. Then there's the linen closet on the outside in this like miniature little hallway. It's like barely a hallway. And then to the right is another bedroom. He is in that other bedroom currently. He hasn't made it to the master bedroom yet.
I think we got an opening, but we got to go now.
All right, let's go.
Do it.
I'm gonna
Amazing.
also get Cam to come out and help with because we have to. I'm assuming we have to each climb up the stairs, which is
There is a little bit of
Herculean feat
of stuff. Yeah, for sure. It's Phil's having the easiest time because the bottom of the rail just kind of goes all the way up, and so it's very easy for Phil to just with the spider stuff. But it's easy enough. You guys are working together as a team. You're not necessarily under the most pressure where like at any second, like you can hear him. And with the nat 20 from Brobrex, like you can continually hear him as you're climbing up. So you know if things are about to get dicey, but you feel safe as you guys continue to climb the stairs and eventually reach the precipice. You're now on the second floor. Ahead of you is this large bathroom. As you're about to head towards the linen closet, you do hear a voice calling out for help, actually. It's coming from inside the bathroom, but a little bit raised up, like maybe on the sink counter. As you hear, hello? Hello, is anybody there? I need some help. Actually, I seem to be stuck, if that's okay. If you can be helping of me. Hello? Anybody?
Is this
Oh,
the same
gosh.
fly?
That's where my brain was going to. I feel
This
like
is
with
Franz the
Brobrex-
fly. He
This
sounds
is
a little
Franz.
older now. He sounds a little older now.
Oh.
Hello?
Brobrex would turn his head because he's hearing that hello, help, and immediately just start like going towards it. Like, who's there? You.
Oh,
sound-
hello? I'm up here. Sorry. It is me. It is Franz. Sorry, it is me. I am the
Rob
fly.
Rex.
I'm a fly man now. I'm sort of
It's-
pretty fly
not worth
for a man child. Do you get it? It was a joke. I'm sorry. Listen, I got stuck because the people who own this toothpaste, they don't seem to understand how a cap works. And so it's kind of all goopy everywhere, and I accidentally stepped in it. Wouldn't you know?
Robrex, even if you save him, he'll be dead before the bomb goes off. We gotta go.
yeah.
Xander hasn't even paid attention. He's just walking towards the living closet.
Hello?
I feel like
This is the fifth France I've met this week.
it's just not into Brobrex to ignore someone crying for help.
We'll speed through it. Robrex, you like open a drawer, like using it to climb up, and you get up there. You help him. He's literally like one leg just stuck in this like neon turquoise toothpaste that is all around the cap because for some reason my roommate doesn't know how to use a toothpaste cap and it's disgusting. That's why we
I
don't
feel
say
like there's like a
toothpaste.
toothpick or like ear swab thing, and he's just
Oh.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Anyway, now that I have you here, would you be interested in any life insurance? I sell life insurance.
okay, buddy. Okay, listen.
Damn
I don't
it,
want to
Franz.
work.
Okay,
and our line
I
of work,
understand.
life insurance isn't a thing. Your life is given for the house. Your life is for the house. You die serving for the house. And you are
So
remembered.
that's a no.
by the house.
So that's a
Yes,
9.
that is a no. Please
Okay.
buzz off.
Oh, I get. See, you know jokes. Okay. He flies away.
I just imagine Brobrox like gets annoyed. He just puts his leg back in the toothpaste. And
He was
walks.
contemplating it. It was just that moment of like eye twitching of
And Franz
Great
flies
oak
away.
tree,
Maybe
help
we'll
me.
see him again. And amazing. And now you guys have the time. You guys can start to head over to the linen closet. It's pretty easy to get into the linen closet, even though it's closed. There's enough of a gap underneath the door itself that you can get in. The gated community isn't in the linen closet in a way that the humans would see, because obviously that would be crazy and they would notice it and be like, oh, there's a bunch of tiny people who live in here. Oh no. Or maybe we can make money off of this, probably. And so that's obviously not where it is. So you have to go through a little bit of darkness in order to find like a hole in the wall that is at the back of the linen closet. And that is where you get into this area where it is like artificial sunlight beaming down. You begin to hear what almost sound like angel choirs as you see this like golden palace gated community of just the wealthiest amongst us, just living in this incredible place here. And as the streets are paved in beautiful satin linen, cushy steps along its path, you find the large gate that encloses this community. And you see Xander, somebody that you would recognize. This is Reginald. And he just like is one of the security guards who guards the gate. And so as the four of you begin to approach, you see a very stuffy looking Lilin, so a humanoid, just much smaller, who has on like a rent-a-cop kind of uniform. Like it looks very just basic security guard, except that it is black in color, and then all of the text, the writing, the insignias, all of that is in such bright gold leaf that it almost glows because of how like opulent it is. Like they used real, not just gold leaf, it's like gold plated lettering on all of the uniforms, just an extra show of wealth. As you begin to approach, and Reginald looks at you all and says, "Oh, hey, look who we have here. Oh, Xander, who are your rowdy friends?"
Reginald, really? We've had a day. We're just trying to get to the family house. Can we just let us through?
Well, normally you're only allowed one guest at a time, but
Listen to
seeing
me,
as we
you
go way
Silver Spoon Brigade looking motherfucker.
I say,
We're real law enforcement, and we're commandeering this village. And he just begins to walk towards the gate.
I thought you were punching him.
No,
I thought you were
walk
watching him
past.
too. That's so funny.
As soon as Reginald mentions, like, you're only allowed one guest, he kind of slowly touches hands with Cam, and Cam disappears.
All right, well, that's a little better. See, here's somebody who knows how to follow the rules. That Miles, I don't know where he went. He seems to be storming off.
As Reginald is still talking, I'm pulling out like our basically our license of the God, what is our organization? What is
The
our
boys!
The TIA. It's
The
the
TIA,
Tiny
yeah.
Intelligence Agency.
The boy.
I pull out my badge and say, and Brobrax is gonna say, we need refuge. We need a safe place to rest, relax, and recharge. There is an emergency going on in this house at the moment of time. All of our lives are in danger. Please cooperate.
Well, this is sudden. Under normal circumstances, I would refer to the employee's handbook, but given the circumstances, and since your friend has already absconded, I will allow it this time. But know this. I don't like the way he spoke to me. And that's it. Yes, please, hold on, let me click the button. And the gate, it felt, as you're reaching the gate, as if on command, as if like an automatic door at a convenience store,
Hell yeah.
the gate begins to open just as you reach it, as if on command.
Can I get a slow-mo shot from the other side of the gate as it opens and we walk through with the
angel choir.
There's
the
fog,
scream
inexplicably fog behind us.
and the scream from CSI Miami. The-
But on the fog, Xander's gonna make dust clouds just fall behind Phil. Yes.
Amazing. As you guys make this grand entrance into the gated community, you see a bunch of people in their front lawns. Like there's some, like one house is having like a little bit of a family barbecue, but in the front lawn, there's a couple of kids playing in the driveway of another house, and all of them see these adventurers begin to enter. All of the kids are going crazy. They're in love with this situation. They're, oh my God, they look so cool. They have fog dust or something. Something's going on. They have special effects. What is happening? But all of the parents, like a bunch of the parents are like shielding their eyes and being like, no, please, little Francois, you can't. Otherwise, you'll be led to a life of adventure when you should be led to a life of sort of coddling and stunting of your growth. Think of all of the privileges you would have to give up.
As Xander hears that, he tells the group, like, and you wonder why I don't come home alive.
It's a little stuffy, to say the least.
I
Say the least,
see
brother.
where your mannerisms come from and why you stifle them.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah,
but
brother.
we look cool as hell. That was a good move with the dust.
Oh yeah. I just want to give a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
got
here for.
to.
A little
Yeah.
razzle dazzle.
Amazing.
Like,
And so
Phil,
you guys,
do you know
Oh,
where you're
go for
going,
it.
brother? You know where you're going, brother?
No idea.
Oh,
Just
oh.
fall down the road.
amazing.
He was leading the
Amazing.
way.
Just down Main Street.
There does come a part where, like, Phil, you get yanked by the back of your collar as, like, you do go the wrong way. They have to bring you a different path. But eventually you reach this house. Xander, describe what your parents' house, your childhood home, what does your house look like from the outside? Given that it is made of tiny dollhouse parts and scavenged material, but also done in such a way that screams opulence and excess.
Yeah. So, like, think of like a Barbie house, but it's been like, it's white, and then there's like but you see like there's another gate before you even get to the house. Like, and Xander's like, I'm sorry about this, and he has to push his palm against it, and like it only recognizes his bloodline, and the gate opens, and he's like, I'm sorry, brothers, and he walks in. You just see like this. Again, I'm gonna use the satin sheets as the lawn, the green satin sheets, and then there's like you see like another terrace at the top, and you see like a figure up there, and that's like, oh yeah, we had grandfather Jethro kind of like frozen in time after his death, so he just stands guard. It's a weird thing.
Fancy.
They taxidermied him?
Yeah,
That's
it's like
something fancy people do.
my parents, my dad couldn't let him go. I'm so sorry about this.
It's unnerving.
What we do is
disturbing.
we just don't look up at it. Right. But I figured
It's
y'all
right there. It greets you when you walk in.
you learn to not look at it.
It's looking at you.
Don't
The
look at
DM
it.
forethought to play the NPC statue is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. Just
Great oak tree save us.
And then there's just like a double
Oh, man.
door, double door, and Xander's just gonna, and you just see T on it. That's his family's name, tinfoil. So that's it. That's his.
Not to be impolite, but you got any food here? I'm starving.
He's like, yeah, I'm sure. Your mother, she's she's
Oh, we get to meet your mom. Awesome. Let's
It's-
go.
It's not awesome, brother. There's a reason why I don't come home, and she's the main reason. Oh, she's the main reason.
Don't
brother.
worry. Mothers love me.
My mother has never liked a person a group of friends I've brought home.
oh, she's gonna
Yeah.
love us.
as the double doors swing open, and it's almost like those scenes in movies when somebody opens a gold treasure chest and like the light comes out and hits you. You are blinded by like just how shiny somehow there are marble floors. There's like the double grand staircase that goes around the foyer room up to a grand balcony. There's a massive chandelier, which is really just a single light bulb in the foyer, but it's one of those like energy saving ones that's like a spiral, so it like kind of looks pretty cool. And then the first thing you hear is actually a welcome sound. You hear your sister's voice first saying, "Oh, Xander, is that you? Oh, you're home." As you hear the tiny pitter patters of feet beginning to rush over into the foyer, sees you immediately and rushes up and gives you a big, tight squeeze hug.
Yeah, and you see Xander. You all see like Xander like smile really big, and he picks her up and twirls her around. He's like, well, "How you doing, little sister? Have you been good?"
Well, I've been pretty good. I've been practicing my. Hold on, let me try. Reach for the sky, partner. Pretty good, right?
Well,
Very
you did
intimidating.
really good.
Yeah.
Oh, who are your friends?
And he's gonna say, "Well, these are some of my friends. We got Phil here. We got Robrax here, and we got Carl. And sometimes he has a twin named Cam."
Cam pops out for like a half a second, goes, "Hello," and then immediately.
I think Bob Rax would just nod his head and say, "Hello, little lady."
Oh, hello. Hello to you as well. Well, it is a pleasure to meet you all, and curtsy. She says the word curtsy as she curtsies.
And I think Xander's just there like, "Oh, by the way, I got you a gift," and he gives her this shoe.
Oh my gosh. Incredible. You found this on your adventures?
Yeah, we found it just a few hours ago, and I thought of you, sister.
Oh my goodness.
Don't tell Mom. You know Mom's gonna get
Oh.
and take that. Yeah.
Of course not. And as you say that, you hear again off in the distance, this time, familiar wait, how do I phrase this? Familiar, although it is, a frightening and shrill voice this time. Doing snooty British voices makes me laugh. Okay. Whew. You hear, "Oh, is that Alexander? Home at last?" And you hear the volatile click clacks of not plastic glass slippers, not glass slippers at all, but red bottom. Trying to think of how do I change Louboutin into something funny. Red bottom. I can't find it fast enough. Red bottom shoes. She begins to. She
Like they're
begins
alligator
to.
scaled.
Yeah, there's something really intense about them for sure. As she begins to step into the foyer from like a side room, like what your house has one of those dining rooms that is not for eating, for meeting people in. It is strictly for decoration. The fine china is always set out, the placemats, the whole nine, but it is never used. It is maybe one of Xander's earliest memories of dust because of its disuse. I don't know. I don't want to put things into your character, but could be something kind of interesting. And as she begins to approach, what does your mother look like?
Have you all seen The Devil Wears Prada?
Yeah.
Miranda Priestley. That's basically my mom.
Amazing.
Phil's head turns in slow motion.
Gird your loins.
Lady in red.
He notices her. Who is that divine creature?
And there's like,
The
Phil.
chandelier kicks on. It's this perfect golden glow happens.
There's a sing of cherubs from behind him.
He's like, Phil, no, that's my mother. My father's still very much alive.
Is he the one that bought her those beautiful shoes from the Bratz collection of 09 to die for?
Well, Alexander, it seems you've brought in a little bit of mud, I see, tracked across my floor. What is that? Dust? Disgusting. Not my favorite. But I will play hostess as I am used to. Even though this visit is unannounced, it would be rude of me to turn you all away, and so I shan't. I am Alexander's mother. It is a pleasure to meet you all. How long should I expect you to be staying?
Phil immediately licks his paws and like puts his rat hair back. It's wonderful to meet you. My name is Philip of the TIA. And we will only need your house for a short period.
Well, at least some of you have manners. That is good to see.
Xander's rolling his eyes this entire time.
I hate to be a bother to the lady of the house, but I was wondering if you enjoyed cheese.
Ooh. A fine camembert, a raclette. I've been known to sample the finer dairy products of this world, of course.
I just so happen to have a small hunk of brie in my pocket.
Ooh. One of the softest of the cheeses.
Soft.
There's like a 30-second silence when these two stare at each other.
And Xander's like,
yeah, okay. Listen. Is there some place we could get some food or something?
Sorry, where was I? Yes, of course.
We were talking
Please,
about
if you
being a good
follow me,
host.
I can bring you into the dining room that's meant for dining.
Fantastic.
That's not this one right here. You have look, there's all the plates. It's even got some nice stuff in the middle.
Right. I'm actually going to ignore that question. Follow me.
Xander's gonna tell
All right.
Carl, like, it's a room that's not meant to be used, brother. That's
Why
why I
do
don't
you
come
have the
home.
plates in there?
Carl, you are embarrassing me. Get your shit together. And he'll turn around.
I feel like
Xander's
as
like-
soon as Phil's about to run off, Brodrex just immediately reaches out and just like grabs him by the scruff of his neck, and he just kind of turns him towards him like, him embarrassing us? You are simping for a married woman. Get it together, man. Whatever issues are going on in your head, we have bigger fish to fry. You can simp after we finish the mission. And he drops him down.
About.
Xander's like, Bill, my mother's off limits.
I didn't say anything. I just
We had to
offered the
shovel
kind
your
woman
jaw
some
off the
cheese.
ground a couple seconds ago.
He's like, I've never seen you fix your rat hair before, brother.
That's just because it's not for you guys. Sometimes I like to be nice.
When you're lonely and looking for attention.
Shut up, Bravax. And he turns around and walks into the room.
And you guys head into the secondary dining room, and a beautiful long table made of the finest plastic, brilliant red velvet chairs that seem to have been taken from some vintage dollhouse many generations ago in the Garcia household. And you see like a hutch, or like one of those sort of, you know what I mean? Like a hutch that has like different plates and different things in it, except all of the different plates in China, it's just a sticker on the back of the hutch, and like the doors don't even open, but they're like a clear plastic so you can see that it looks like there's China there. And then she heads into the kitchen area, and after a couple of minutes she brings out what is essentially it is one gigantic, if you're familiar with bagel chips, like a giant bagel chip, and it is serving as the charcuterie board. So it's an edible charcuterie board full of different types of tiny little things. Like there is, everything is just miniature, really. So it's just like they take an entire olive and they just cut it up into different segments and stuff. And then there's like a little bit of prosciutto that it's here, this cured ham that's salty. There's different types of cheeses, of course. And you see that there's a small missing spot, like a blank area on the canvas that is this bagel chip. And as she sets it down, she looks at you, Phil, and says, I don't know if you're interested in sharing your brie still, but I left an area for you.
My pleasure. And he'll pull brie out of his weird mouse pocket. He'll like kind of like hiddenly like pick out like some hairs and some dirt. Ma'am.
Incredible.
Xander's gonna look to his mother. He's like, Mother, hey, here. Where's father?
Yes.
He's like, where's father? Where's father?
Oh, he should be back shortly, I believe. He stepped out momentarily. He was called into the office for some last minute business.
he's gonna look at Phil. You hear that, Phil? My father's coming home soon.
Is he absent often?
I'm gonna say at that time.
Yeah,
At that
yeah.
time,
Cam
the
is split
front
off
doors.
from Carl. And
The
we're
front
both
doors
shoveling
open.
cheese.
At that time, and in comes walking Xander's father. Xander, what does your dad look like?
Yeah, my dad, he's like a tall villain, right? He's a taller villain, very handsome. Think of like a Morris Chestnut type thing. Like, yeah, very handsome. Um, and he's coming. He has like a suitcase. It's a plastic Barbie suitcase that they found a way to open. So, and he's like wearing like a suit, and the tie is like undone, and yeah, Alexander just rises up and says, "How you doing, father?"
Well, hello there, Xander. It's good to see you again, my son. Wife, a pleasure as always, and I see we have company. I don't remember this on the itinerary for today, but I'm in a good mood. Business was good today. Ah, I see you've prepared my favorite cheese, brie. And he begins to go over to the brie and starts to pick into it.
Let me help you out,
Carl
father.
and Cam are using their hands. I'm sure that that Xander's family is the type to use utensils. I've definitely been using my hands. And so has Cam. Like, I've called Cam out because this is like the fanciest food we've ever been able to get. And I really want my brother to experience this awesome food. But also,
yeah.
when Xander's dad reaches for the cheese, oh, sorry, this is the last piece. Me and Cam split
My
the
boy.
last chunk of brie.
Interesting. Well, no matter. I can always buy more. It would be the easiest thing to do. I can't say the same for you, I'm sure, but nonetheless,
How we do all right.
I imagine you have purpose here, son. What is it?
Yeah, father. We're just here to rest for the night. We're on some official TIA business, and we're just here to rest for the night. If that's okay, I'm sure we can have the attendants make the guest quarters. I'll take my older room if that's okay.
Of course. We will have the attendants get the guest rooms ready.
And as I was holding my hands up there, I was like, what's funnier? What's funnier?
Well, you made the right decision.
Yeah.
Just that free
Sick.
extreme moment of like, how am I going to do it?
No,
I'm
what if he does nothing and he just goes, attendance? Please come help us. That's even funnier. Okay. What you see, now you see the attendants begin to arrive. And what the attendants are is an entire flea circus. Hundreds of tiny fleas begin to swarm in. And like this mass that moves as one, insanely fast, able to leap over entire buildings that are Barbie houses, essentially. They can easily get to anything. They also have the lifting power of a Mack truck with their, based on their body size and the amount of things that they can lift. It's like an incredible feat. And so they all come in, and in unison, you hear thousands of voices just go,
Yes, sir. What would you like us to do this time?
Well, I need you to make sure the guest rooms are ready for my son's companions here.
Yes, of course. Right away.
and they all rush off. And the rooms are being prepared as we speak. Anything else in this scene that we would love to hit before kind of fast forwarding?
So, all right. I've been a circus performer my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
Started out in the flea circus. Have to have. So I want to recognize one of the fleas and be like, Jerry, is that you? You made it up into the big house?
Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. No. Listen, hey, keep it cool, man. I'm undercover here. All right? They can buy as much brie as they want. You don't understand. These guys got brie money, okay? It's a whole different
I'm not
tax
trying
bracket.
to blow your spot up. I'm happy for
But
you.
you're fucking calling me by name. You're fucking calling me by
I
name.
didn't know. Wait, what do you go by? Because, like, I just didn't know.
These days, I go by Lucian.
Lucian.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, look, Lucian, I'm happy for you. I'm glad to see you're on the up and up. You've done good for yourself, buddy. I
appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. Hey, honestly, it's good to see you. I'm sorry I freaked out, man. I've been in so deep for so long. I kind of lost myself there for a second. Jesus.
My bad, guy. I just legitimately just want to say, hey, good on you.
No, I appreciate it. Yeah. Well, hey, listen, maybe we'll catch up
look,
later.
Yeah. Look, can you I'm looking for some sticks, some big long sticks. Do you think
long
you could?
sticks?
Yeah,
I can find out where they are, maybe, or maybe I can find out who's got them.
Yeah, just anything. You can just keep your ear to the ground. I'm just kind of we really gotta rest. We're
do we have ears? So bugs? Do we have ears?
Yeah, they're little. Right. It's more like just a little hole, but functionally, it does the same thing. It takes in vibrations from the air, vibrates and turns into.
What are you talking about, man?
Right. Yeah, I don't even know at this point.
Right, I gotta go make a bed. But I'll keep.
Cool. The big sticks.
I'll listen to things, I guess.
All right, thanks,
boing, boing, boing. Bounces off. Hilarious. And so we fast forward a little bit. You guys have this beautiful, opulent guest room. The bed is this incredible, massive California king in relation to your guys' sizes. The bed sheets are complete silk. And so making the bed is an absolute nightmare because silk on silk, when you're trying to get a sheet going, it just flies right off. I know that because in college, I thought I was really fancy for having silk sheets in college. Stupid. So stupid. But, and so you guys begin to rest for the night. And as you begin to rest, your dreams are filled with visions.
I think it's very funny because Warforges don't sleep. They kind of enter a state of stasis. They're wide awake. It's just, body's inert. It's just sitting there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. And so we'll start with you, Brobrex. As you're there in this state of stasis, and you are, for all intents and purposes, resting, but not sleeping in a more literal sense. And as you are there, for you, it's less of a dream and more of a flashback, a memory. And so I'm going to give you a prompt, and it's your job to run with it.
Okay.
The prompt is, describe a moment when BB used the gifts given by the oak tree to help someone in need.
And I think this will be an assignment that he got years later, removing ourselves from that big assignment to something simple. He wasn't on the job that day. This is Brobrax off the beat, relaxing, breathing. Toaster oven is about to short out, right? No one's seen a toaster oven explode before. That's kind of ridiculous. But there's something off about it. It has a smell. As he sees an upcoming starter of the TS. And they're trying, they're a novice, they're new. And this is their beat. And he's just like, they got it. They should be okay. Cross the wrong wires. Connect the wrong components. It's something in Brobrax's body just feels that danger sense of something's wrong. anybody would tell you, like, hey, if something's about to explode, leave, run. He's been told many times, don't stop running into danger head first. What are you doing? It's like you don't have a care for your life. He rages, grabs that kid, yoink, covers them as the toaster oven explodes, launching him forward off the counter onto the floor. He tucks rolls with this kid. Robert should be dead. Took an explosion hit and fell off of the counter. Yet still alive as he looks at this kid and says, did a botched job, but that thing was going to go anyway. Hope you learned your lesson, kid.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry, mister. I'm colorblind and I lied on my resume. I sort of fucked that up. That's on me. I should not be a bomb technician.
Colorblind, huh?
Yeah.
We might be able to help you out in a different way.
Oh.
Takes him outside to the great oak tree. Has him stand sentry there. He simply tells him, you'll see a range of colors here. You'll see a range of life here. Keep an eye out. And if anything happens, pulls out his sunflower seed, sends the number. You know where to find me. You're going to do good, kid.
You got it, sir. I hope I make you proud.
He walks away. And I think that's where Brobrax would find the first component. Because I think we've mentioned that the hammer was a prize that he won in the arena, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hadn't been out there for a year. The hammer was never really a shotgun kind of mentality thing. Finds his friend again. Still not picked up. As if almost he was waiting for him. One last gift. Almost like as if reaching out of the ground. There's the shotgun. Takes it, looks at it, spends the rest of the day reforging the hammer. As we know it now as the...
Hell yes. And so as this memory washes over you and you remember that not only did this mighty oak tree give you life anew, but it also gave you powers that have made it possible to save other lives. And so you're in this interesting inner space, or at least this is my interpretation, or at least, yeah, how I think about it, but obviously it's your character. To me, it feels like you're in this interesting space of like, you're using all of these gifts to save more lives and everything, which is an incredible thing. But also there's that nagging feeling in the back of your mind of like, I should be dead. I shouldn't be here. And yet the fact that you are here is a benefit to the entire house. And so to me, it feels like there's an internal struggle between those two opposing ideas a little bit. But before we can get too deep into that, our other three heroes who are not toys do have to sleep, which means they do have dreams. And some of those dreams may not be as dreamy as they had hoped. But we'll handle that next episode, gang. You gotta tune in next time, motherfuckers. Please.
Can I do something weird real quick?
Please, yes.
Can I ask my other players to mute for 30, 40 seconds while I talk to Justin?
Or rather, deafen yourself.
Deafen
or
yourself.
Take your headphones off or something.
Okay.
Yes, dude.
I want to try something kind of weird. When we turned the bomb into a suit, that was like the last spell slots or anything I had left.
Uh-huh.
I would like to try one more thing. But because I had no more anything, I would have to I don't know, however you want to play it. I'm willing to give some stuff up. But so I have 2 magical items. One was the Cloak of Arcanid. The other one, I would like to have magically enclosed or fused with the power armor suit. It's the Parapet of Wound Closure. So that if he does pull the sacrifice play, or for some reason go down, it'll stabilize him. And I was thinking I could negotiate with you.
Interesting.
That he could reach out and contact Phil, the great Phil. I'll give you permanently 2 death saves.
I'll take a permanent 1 death save, and here's my counter offer. Is at the end of the day, it is Blackwell's decision.
Okay.
So if for some reason in that moment, Blackwell, the player, decides I do want my character to make this sacrifice, then of course I'm going to allow that.
Right.
But I will, now he has the option.
Dope.
Sick. Everybody's
Thank
good
you
to
for
go.
that.
Good to go. Put headphones back. Headphones.
I was like,
I didn't think about getting them back.
He's like, are they signal? Like, okay, we good.
Yeah.
All right. We have headphones on. That conversation between Sloan and I was incredible and magical, and only the audience will hear it until you guys actually watch the episode when it comes out.
Amazing. I love that.
I'm here for it.
We'll see you next week, gang.
Bye.
I think the prophecy would be
Victory or death.
Fuck this cat.
do we want to try and push this dude out of the window?
Can't help but have a strange belief for a cleric, which is, I hope my deity is wrong.
This first show of power, like he's never just unlocked, and like all the dust in the room gathers, and he just yells at his mom, and it misdirects and it hits his grandfather.
Carl comes staggering out, absolutely pissed. No, I'm telling you guys, I can ride that cat.
The walking, they're in the walk-in, or near the walk-in. You know the nightclub?
Aren't you an officer of the law? How are you getting kicked out of these places?
I was in Vice. You don't know where I've been, man.
Oh, who the fuck let this guy in here? This troublemaker.
We literally said David Goliath situation. we ain't running. You need to be afraid of us.
We have 4 Davids. You're fucked, Goliath.